Hello everyone, my name is Lance90 and welcome back to Let's Play Kerbal Space Program. Let's do this stupid mission that we've been pathetically failing at. We'll just have to do the really wide turn that doesn't make any sense, but... way of the road. Way of the road. Alright, so... this mission is quite a ways away. This is gonna take some time. We'll just do one of these on camera. If I do any more in the future, I won't record it. I'll just do it on my own. Weird, for this first one, we should definitely record it. Also grab some other of the testing part contracts as well. We can't do them on this mission, but two of them are really easy. Well, there is only two of them, but one, we just have to bring a lander can into flight above Kerbal, which we're basically already doing that, we just don't have the landing can. And the other is the hitchhiker storage container splashdown. Alright, let's see. How do we do this? Click on here to... Poor little aircraft. It's a dinky little thing, but it's all we got. So of course, if I was in a plane that was flailing around like this trying to get on course, I'd be pretty terrified, but the game works, man. Alright. Just get up to speed and altitude here to make this go as quickly as possible. Not sure quite how high this thing can go. It's usually like 12,000, I think. Like the highest this little dinky plane can go. Probably physics warp a little bit. Kind of waiting for the air effects to go away to know that I'm kind of at altitude. Yeah, that's about it. I wish there was a way to lock it in to just stay at a certain altitude. Otherwise I'm gonna have to occasionally come out of time warp to adjust things. Keep it from falling or going too high. Just us a little bit more. I don't know if we'll find any science on the way there. Probably not. We can never leave me alone. I decide to record. Sitting around waiting for people to say something all day. And when I finally decide to record, they message me. Speaking. We're getting there. Wish there was a little bit of an easier way to do this. I'm not really sure what they would change to make that happen, though. Too high, I think. Get up pretty high, 14,000 meters. This is going to take so long. I can actually take a look at what this message says. No one important. Fast again. Like, there should be another piloting skill level that gives you, like, lock altitude. I don't know if pro grade would do it. I don't think it would. I think it would do. Yeah. Please don't do that. That's what I was thinking. Probably turn on caps lock. Get the fine movement controls here. I'm not sure what gets you farther faster. Higher speed or higher altitude. I think it's just a combination of both. I'm not sure what the sweet spot is, though. Well, this means we're going too fast, so it means we should try to get higher up to get our maximum velocity out. Do 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 do. We don't need to go any higher. It's 4 speed. Little plane that could. Some miss. Still gotta get to the moon. Okay. High altitude, high speed turn kind of scares me, but try our best here. Ooh-wee. That ship looks so ridiculous trying to flail over to where it needs to be. No way to make it happen, though. Alright, get back to speed, get back to speed. So small. Oh. Alright, one last one. To be gentle with it. A lot better with flying rockets than I am with flying planes. Also, planes take so much longer to get where they're going. Like any second, this thing can just explode on itself for no reason. Not like in space where there's nothing to interact with the probe. Alright, see where that gets us, see where that gets us. Then we'll try to safely land on the probe to get some science. Excuse me. Go. Okay, got it. All we want to do is fly north. Oop. You know what I mean? In any second, you could just rip yourself apart. Get me to where I need to be. These plane flights are so boring. Oh, we getting there, we're getting there. This is probably tundra here. We need to get to the pole. There's the snow. Trying to get onto the main part here, though. I don't want to try to land on that small little space. Pretty easy to miss it. Oh, hey, we actually did get some stuff for flying over the tundra. I guess we just now reached the tundra. Here we go. And we have to safely land. No, I'm not going to try to traditionally land this thing. We're going to deploy our parachutes. Down our engine and pull a Dunkirk here. It's pretty up here. Oh, we actually entered like another one. Contract. Question is, does this count as the pole or is this like its own thing? Because I don't want to like miss the pole if I can get extra signs for specifically getting to the pole. Northern Ice Shelf, I don't think there's one for the pole. Yep, so we got it. Okay. Kill our horizontal velocity as much as we can. We're starting to fall. So. Do that to slow down a little bit. Keep us from getting too much acceleration going here. Kind of funny actually how much speed we can bleed off just by pulling up. Probably make Valentina sick, but hey man, better than dying. Plus, if the parachutes rip for some reason, you do not want to be going fast when it happens. And there we go. That should basically just be a flat fall. Those little glacial mountains are kind of cool. I think the last time I landed way up here, I don't think those were there. I think it was just a flat surface here. Oh, hurry up, game. Such a slow process. This whole thing was a very slow process. Is funk. We're here. Ariel's Bay. Street goo. Grabbed everything else. EVA. Surface sample. We can. Oh, we got the for flying because we came out. You know what? We can't take surface samples yet. Shit. That was a little bit of a mistake. Whoop. Don't know necessarily I can get her back in there. We'll have to recover him separately. Oh, train. Huh, it did not honk right outside my door this time. Let's see what we can get with this science we gathered here. Okay, we're looking for this. These would also be useful. We're gonna need a ladder because we're gonna need to land on the moon next, I think. And essentially we have to do one landing with using subpar parts. Is basically what it comes down to. What do you got for me, Mission Control? What do you got for me? Tourism. Observational studies of Kerbal. What are these? Oh, these are just ones for later. Want to explore Minmus game? I know you think that Minmus is easier to land on, but it's not. It's easier to land on, but it's not easier to get to. There's the Mach 2 command pod. Let's see. Probably do these, but we could actually take one of these big old contracts to bring a bunch of people into space, because I think there's one that has 3. Yeah. Actually, I have a couple ways I can do this, huh? Let's see. It's the lander can and the storage unit. This thing's gonna suck to get into the... I don't think we can... This is gonna have to be its own thing just to make that happen. I think we can get 4 people into space. We take the Mark II command pod. This is the one that I downloaded the mod for. It's the Gemini lander, basically, or the Gemini pod. Let's see, that's enough space for 3 people. Heat shield. Propellant out. Parachutes. Guess that's where they'll come out of this pod. I don't really know where their hatch is. This is a pretty big piece, so I'm putting a lot of those on it. Doesn't need to do any science. It's gonna need some electrical charge. Probably be more safe to put them here. Okay. Take Jib and Bob and the 3 tourists. Everyone who needs it the most. Yeah, it seems pretty good. And this lifter we did think was overkill for the last thing, so it should be just perfect for this one. That should be a hell of a lot of command and control up there to get everything turning. Let's see. This one just has to be hauled into flight, so it's just going to be done as soon as we do it. The only question is it's going to be enough fuel? Hard to tell, because I've never launched this pod before. This is quite a bit too, but I think it's enough because this was kind of overkill on our last mission. Might be like really close though, so we'll call this... did I have a special name for the other one? I don't think so, so we'll call this whoops, Orbital Passenger Mark 1. I think I spelled passenger wrong. It's fine. You know what, this bottom stage is incorrect for the winglets and stuff, but I think I'll just try to not worry about it. There's our delta V and everything. I think that's enough? I really don't know. Nighttime launch, not always the funnest to watch, but it'll be alright. Oh yeah, it seems fine. If these thrusters aren't having, or the boosters aren't having issues with lifting it, then I think it's alright. And lift off of the 4-stage rocket carrying Jebediah, pilot, Bob the scientist, and 3 tourists. Noodly. This stage is actually having a little bit more issues. This probably needs to get upgraded to that next engine from KW Rocketry. Finished that mission already though. Now we just want to try to get these guys to orbit. Hey, this stage is having issues. Ooh, fuck. What's up, Jim? It's not gonna be enough, huh? Just get us a space in this stage, and then the next stage might be able to take on the rest. I don't think there's any parachutes on that. That whole sub-assembly is shitty. I thought it was fine, but... Question is, will this be enough to circularize our orbit? The answer is I don't know. It's going to be extremely tight if it is. Unless it's parachute. I don't know how to make those not collide other than doing the spin tactic. It's a little bit scary to do that. How close are we to? To do a very precise maneuver here to get the most juice out of this, I hope. He's getting right up on the Apple apps before we... I think this thing can do it. This stage doesn't have enough thrust, the last stage didn't have enough thrust. Now we get some money back for just getting them suborbital. I feel like we're wasting a lot of energy doing this diagonal burn here just to keep from falling. To be burning that way. Units of fuel left. Oh, we might be able to do it. It's gonna be freaking close though. I have to start being careful here too, because we... Okay, good enough. I have to make sure we have fuel to get back. We've done it. He's done it. He's actually done it. Alright. Can we EVA in space yet? It's north, so that it's... We haven't upgraded the astronaut complex yet. Might be able to just do that now. Get some extra science here. Astronaut complex. What the heck is this mod doing this for? It wasn't doing that before. It's just a little bit annoying. Bob, why were you in this part? This should have been Jebediah. Oh, they're all deviating from that part. Oh yeah, because it's a two-man derp. It's a two-man command pod. I forgot. I thought there were one in each, but I didn't. I forgot that it's that two-man part. That's really cool. Let's see. We want to cut it down as close to Kerbal as we can, or to the Space Center as we can. Means we want to slow down, basically here. Gotta put things on this stage too. That whole suddenly sucked. What is it, like 35,000 they want you to do? Get back safely. Yeah, we lost a bunch of stages there because I forgot to put parachutes on them. Well, at least there's a bunch on this stage, I know that much. And then home. This episode's going way too long, but that's fine. Fortunately, Jebediah doesn't have his level up quite yet, so... Train, goddammit. He's not going to be able to point retrograde for us. I'm going to mute the microphone. Alright. Didn't honk in front of my doorway again. Now, the question I want to ask those train operators is why do they like honking it in the middle of the night right outside my door, but they don't mind not honking during the daytime right outside my door? It's a little strange. If I go in this internal view, I don't know if I could get out. I don't know the controls to get out of it. I kind of want to see the inside of this new pod, but that's fine. They all seem happy. It's a good sign. I have no idea what the aerodynamics of this piece is going to be. Probably not very good. I imagine this part's heaviest and this part's lightest, which is the opposite of what you want, but there's amusingly no real way to fix that. Like, the game kind of forces you to make these unwieldy pods. Tell you one thing, it's more wieldy than if we had to use that Mark I command pod. Otherwise you'd have to have two of these things. Of course, we were taking one person along who didn't have to come, but we wanted to get him the experience. I'm excited about taking this part to the moon, though, because it'll be nice to actually bring 2 people to the moon instead of just 1. But the Mark III command pod is just too big. I have to build a much larger rocket, which I don't really need or want to do. Coming in nice and gently. I shouldn't really time warp through this, but this episode is going so long that it's pushing on too long. We're just gonna try to get to bring these guys home. Rogue shoots are on their own. Far so good. Getting up short of the Space Center. I have that trajectories mod installed, but I don't know when you get it. I think it might take a maxed out tracking station to do it. It didn't used to, but I think that might be like a balancing thing they did. Be nice to have so I can try to land these people close to home. Switch to surface velocity, orbital. Haven't seen any heat bars pop up at all though, so it's been a safe ride so far. Probably more safe of a return than it even needs to be, but better safe than sorry and best to get the practice. Yeah. No? Oh. That's a problem. Can't stop it. God damn it. I was just talking about this and that for less weight. And pray that these parachutes don't break. I don't know why it waited till the last second to freaking do that. It pisses me off. Like coming in like a bullet like this. Need my drogue shoots out. Gonna have to do this to slow down. Too much G-forces, but holy fuck, I can't believe the thing tumbled over like that. Like, I realized that I talked about how that was gonna happen, but it went so long without doing it that I thought we might have been okay. Wiggle back and forth. Yikes, that was crazy. Guess this thing needs like a reaction wheel just so it's has enough power to stay on track. It also helps when Jebediah can point retrograde. He can do it a lot better than I can, going through that heavy air like that. Well, that was scary. Now we should be nice and safe because I put so many parachutes on this last stage. Jeez, this video is going way too long, but it's taking so long to win. Any minute now. Splashdown. I'm sure we've already done a EVA report here, so I'm just going to recover it. Should be a lot of money back though, because there's a lot of people. We did 2 missions. Obadiah leveled up, Bob leveled up, the tourists leveled up. Alright, well, we're out of time for this video. I hope you all enjoyed and have a good day.